Yo, what's going on, guys? It's finally happened. Evelynn, based on win rate and pick rate, is currently a top 3 jungle champion. Pretty crazy. The things that have made this happen is she's received buffs over the past 5 or 6 months or so, making her go invisible faster when coming out of R, and on top of that, giving her slightly more damage on Q, plus increasing her charm duration, which is quite nice against champions and monsters alike. So all of that has added up, and for season 13, what's also helped her out a lot is the full clearing meta. Full clearing meta is stronger than ever because you clear your own camps 20% faster than you can clear your opponent's camps in their jungle, which is beneficial for Evelynn because she mainly is a full clear gank style jungler. On top of that, self-healing is overpowered, heal cut is over nerfed, and guess what? Evelynn's a burst champion, so generally with self-healers you can burst them and rip them out instantly instead of having to shred them down. They just snap, which is perfect. All that combined has turned Evelynn into an absolute monster right now that you guys should definitely pick up. Red Jungle Smite and Blue Jungle Smite have the same exact win rate right now and a very similar pick rate. So just pick whichever one you prefer. I am personally more used to the Red Jungle Smite on my jungle champions, so that's exactly what I went for. I also took Potion. You don't have to go for Potion, but on Evelynn's first back, you're buying a bunch of cheap items anyways. Going for boots and a dark seal, you can always afford that even if you don't get a kill in your first clear. So going for the potion's very, very safe. Then we'll kite that out, head over here. She does farm pretty healthy, all things considered. Your worst matchups on Evelynn are against aggressive, weird early game jungle champions that you generally won't see in your elo iron through low diamond. Her worst matchups are against Kiana jungle, against Talia jungle, against Gragas, Gwen. Like I said, her literal worst matchups are against obscure, not frequently picked junglers. You can go double points in Q at level 3. You certainly don't have to, because if you do end up getting invaded or you lose a camp, then you won't have your W to gank with. For your runes, always go for Electrocute, Sudden Impact, Eyeball, Relentless with Absolute Focus, Gathering Storm, double AP, and Armor. Viego is a quite favorable matchup for Evelynn because he wants to try to stay alive and go inside of people once they die. Evelynn snaps him really fast and he doesn't have a very good way to survive that. So good matchup for Eve. We're just trying to pull our camp from camp to camp as best we can. I've been somewhat sloppy this game, but still we should be able to do a pre-315 like you see here. About a 3-minute 10. Not bad, because we're pretty healthy. Now we have time to get off a gate before Scuttle spawns in at 3:30. Go ahead and pop sweepers. We're passing these bushes. Make sure she doesn't know. So she knows. We got to break this. That was a good word by her. I'm going to triple ping out where Viego's going to be because he's a full clear jungler. He's going to be topside. Hopefully Mundo doesn't die to the gank. Notice how I didn't ping the Mundo. If you ping your teammate, they're likely to take offense to that and view that as a direct challenge, like looking a gorilla in the eyes. So I wouldn't recommend that necessarily. So we're on the Scuttle speed up. We should be able to get away from here. Oh, that's bad. All right. That's not a good start. I'm a little surprised that Viego didn't go in for the Mundo gank. Instead, he just sat in the brush and waited. That was a very strange choice. We should be able to recover from it, though. We still get everything we need. Boots, Dark Sill, Amp Tome. And we got a double assist out of it. I knew Viego was going to full clear. I didn't necessarily think he'd be waiting in the brush or he'd be there that fast. But sure enough, he's just waiting in the brush, letting the Mundo go. He knew I was going to be there. That's why he ended up doing that. All going for the luck. She doesn't have boots yet. She's being greedy because she wants plate. Staying for the plate is going to kill her, though. Use our E. We don't want to miss our Q. I land Q after we landed the E, since we could guarantee land it. Getting a lot of juicy golden XP there. All right, time to continue the full clear. If you do die on Evelynn, it's not the end of the world as long as you're not throwing away Dark Sill stacks. We'd already finished our clear to where even if we die there, we're only missing so much. It doesn't really change very much. But from here, we definitely don't want to die. We're about to hit level 6 because we got some minion XP. This is a really early level 6. Holy crap. We hit level 6, 5-minute 30. Not bad. We want to go gank with R immediately. The second you get your R up, you want to gank. Pop with W, walk her down. Hit with Q, E. Into R. Kali gets the kill, not bad. Viego is about to be here if he started clearing from his bot side after his death, so we gotta watch our spacing here a little bit. If we didn't get the Scuttlecraft speed up earlier, it's based off of being out of combat, but it does it weird where it's, if they're hitting you but you're not hitting them, it doesn't count you as in combat for Scuttle speed up. It's strange. Viego's bot side, so he's about to miss some camps. We can definitely kill him right here. We're level 6. Garen's only level 4. He's behind. That's going to be our only death of the game. I can tell you that right now. Viego got a good little prediction on us there. I was going to try to save the Mundo, and I just ended up getting myself killed. Garen's going to come back. We're fly trapping him here. Auto attack QE. Garen's got nowhere to go. He's dead. I tried to wait till there's a point of no return where he couldn't really back up or go forward because we had the charm ready. Viego is bot side, so we can stay for the plate. I would like to get the gold from that. Evelynn's a massive snowball style champion, so once you get an XP lead, gold lead, or both, you have to stay alive. You cannot die from this point. In terms of your win condition in the mid-late game, it's drag soul, really. Evelynn's a team fighter. You don't end up split pushing on her because she doesn't have very good escape tools. Really no speed ups in her kit outside of landing your E on something that's not consistent enough nor large enough of a speed up to make her good at split pushing. Nor can she generally challenge proper split push champions to a fight to the death, such as Nasus. That's not going to turn out well. Even fighting Fioras and Jaxes can be quite challenging. So it's usually drag souls what you're looking for. Heralds have been over nerfed. I'm not a big fan of Heralds anymore. They feel weak to me. Ult's about to be up. We need to look for gank. I'll leave a control word in back and drag pit. At this point, once you're level 6 and up, once you're invisible, you swap back to stealth ward and then you go for blue ward. You don't need oracles anymore. We get the charm. Walk her down. It's okay to push the lane with your teammates after a successful gank. Just don't steal the last hits. If you steal the last hits, it's really bad manners, and you're going to make your teammate really mad at you, and they'll start it. A lot of them will try to steal your camps from you. He's not even 6 yet. Kali gets the kill. We're out of there. I missed R. I'm not sure if he flashed, but he did end up dodging R there. Down he goes anyways. He's super far behind. He went from getting a cheeky kill on me to now they're going to lose. Like I said, we're not going to die. Darksteel's pretty much stacked and I haven't been getting any kills. Always use your W after you drop your Q and your E because you want to get those on a cooldown. Your W you can only use once per camp anyways, but your Q and your E you can use several times, so you want to be able to do that as soon as possible. I don't think we can actually dive the Garen here. This guy's missing out on a lot of golden XP. Oh, he actually soloed. V, I don't even know why V goes over here. He can't really fight us either. He's only level 5. I didn't see Garen's HP. I assume he's low, but I don't want to find out. Garen's kind of hard for Eve to kill because of his W pop. So from here, we could reset, try to pick up our rocket belt. That would be fine. That was... I shouldn't have done that. I'm instinctually trying to double camp it. You can't do that anymore. I have all the muscle memory to do blue gromp same time. It's literally not doable anymore. Move on over to the next camp. Red buff burn plus your jungle monster attacks twice after you're done attacking. R is about to be up. We might as well stay on the map. It's pretty much always Rocket Belt into Rabadon Void Staff. If you don't have any Dark Seal or Mesh stacks, you can go Rocket Belt into Shadow Flame I should be able to get a double here. Oh, Viego's coming. Never mind. I see him. He's gonna break that ward. And now he's stepping out because he thinks I'm fishing for Lux. Somehow Caitlyn still had her stuff up there. She almost got away. Dude, they're dominating my bot lane. My bot lane's 1 in 8. I need to get these dragons. Haven't had a proper chance yet. This Lux is being greedy again for a plate. Her getting that plate is not worth dying to us. She's dead. Down she goes. We have the electrocute proc ready. We need dragon. Dragon's so important for this game. I do think we outscale regardless, even if we didn't have soul, as long as they don't have it. But I mean, you gotta get the dragons, man. So important. On Evelynn in particular, your best dragons are wind dragons and flame drags. Flame drags to give you more AP, scaling quite nicely off your runes and Rabadon. For flame drag, overall though, I'd say wind drags are best on her. Being able to prowl the map even faster is super nasty. It's also the slow resistance is useful. I want them to overcommit for this. They haven't really overcommitted yet. We get the slow from the charm. We didn't get the full charm itself. Viego pops his R. And I'll let Akali get those last hits. You can go for W max second. I like that playstyle a lot. I only do it though if they have an absurd front line. Things like Rammus, Ornn. Those type of things for a longer charm duration. Plus it shreds more magic resist percent wise, which is quite useful. Pop W. We don't need R here. So we'll just pop it early. If you don't need the charm and if you don't need the R, just use your W as a slow tool. They'll have less time to react and you get a bigger surprise factor. Now we can back to Rocket Belt tier 2 boots. Against them. Yeah, Sorks. Evelynn does have a lot of boot options. Many of boots. We can't afford what we want. We'll go ahead and just leave base. My favorite options on Evelynn are Swifties if they have heavy slows on their team like Nasus, Wither, or Ashe. Swifties are a must. Generally, Sorks are the safest, and Ionians are good if you're on a budget and you're trying to maximize mesh value in a low gold game. A game where there's very little gold to go around. If you're playing Iron through Diamond in solo queue, there's plenty of kills, plenty of deaths. There's a lot of games in ultra high elo. I guess ultra high I would consider D1 and up, where there's not many kills in some games. And in those games, having the cheaper items can be more advantageous. Rocket Belt into her. She's got nowhere to go. Lux is trying to snag this kill. We want Lucian to get the gold from this. And whenever they see you intentionally trying not to take the last hits, with a lot of players, it gives you credit. Where they'll intentionally try to set you up for stuff, because as long as they believe you're trying to help them, then they try to help you. But if you just go in and take all the last hits, they're out to get you from there on out. Oh, they really are. I want him to exit Akali so I can kill him. He's not going to though. That sucks. I think he R'd over the wall for his wraps. He used his free R reset. Rocket Belt into him. Down he goes. He blew his flash. E attaches though. I don't have my W up yet. Rocket Belt's so good on Eve. To start the combo, it's always essentially W, Rocket Belt, Q, E, and then they die. There's no way to get away from it because Rocket Belt's a dash plus a speed up, and then your E, empowered E, is a dash as well. Most champions can't outplay Rocket Belt W, Q, E. It's very hard to deal with. Or Rocket Belt W, E, Q. If you're trying to guarantee the Q land. I'll go for this chick. I should have backed for Mesh by now. It's not the end of the world. Just playing around Dragon Spawn, kind of. I'm not going to play for Herald. I don't like it. I don't even need to alter. Evelynn's Q does so much damage these days after the buffs. She's sitting real pretty, man. If you're looking to learn jungle or play an AP champion, Evelynn's perfect for it right now. She hasn't been good in a long time. For pretty much half of season 12, I was saying, yeah, guys, don't play Evelynn. It's not really worth it. Right now, dude, she feels so freaking strong. Every elo, look at her win rate in every elo. Iron through Challenger. Her win rates are excellent. Mundo gets the kill. I'll reset. I mean, I have R. I shouldn't. 2 of them are dead. We could go for Vex here. Got Rocket Belt up. Rocket Belt's a stupid low cooldown, 40 seconds for how good it is. It's basically free flash. Doesn't go over walls. I mean, it's still basically free flash. Didn't even need the R. Oh well. She popped like a grape. Gotta get away from Garen just in case he has flash. Ooh, wow, that was absolutely bizarre. That must have been an accident. I can't imagine her doing that on purpose. I would like to take these, delay his jungle item as much as possible. Plus, I'm about to get my jungle item finished. This is the last camp I need. You can use your W to scare people away, to bait them, to control how they think. It's easier to do the more points you get into it. Your W per level gets a bunch of different stats. Like way more than any other ability on Eve. Your W per level, the slow goes up, the charm goes up, the cooldown goes down, the range goes up, the magic shred goes up. Like the cooldown goes down, range goes up, charm duration goes up, magic shred goes up, and yeah, it's just everything. So much per level. I used to always max her W second. The only issue with it is against a lot of comps like theirs, if you don't have to W in terms of, oh, they get to see it full pop and they all get to react. If you can't always use it like that against certain comps that have hard CC. There, we couldn't really go in. My teammates weren't really there. I didn't realize that. There, we kind of just went in to do damage. We couldn't really find the kill. He shouldn't have gone into Lucian. Lucian's squishy. What is happening? Where are my teammates? I'm so fed, but there's like 5 of them here and there's only 3 of us. My bad on forcing the fight. I thought there was more people with us. I should have double checked the minimap. My eyes lied to me. I'm also sitting on a lot of gold. Might be able to kill her with a Q rocket belt. Psych. I'll take this guy's blue. Sitting on 9 assists. How cool is that? If somebody has some kind of hard CC that you need to outrange with your Qs, like you've seen me do against Vex when her fear's up, I'll waste my first Q out of range of her, and I still have my mobility from Rocket Belt to land my subsequent Q since she can't dodge it. So instead of running up like this and then her dodging it and CCing me, instead I can waste the first one on purpose, walk up, and then auto-aim the next one. Because her subsequent Qs, her next 3 after the initial one, land automatically. Go for Robin on next. Mej is essential on Evelynn. If you want to take your Evelynn gameplay to the next level, you have to learn how to build into Mej. So get your Dark Steel up to 10, get the Mej, and then you need to get comfortable with maintaining it and not dying. Even if you're going to get 4 kills, if you're going to die, throw your Mej and throw 1,000 shutdown gold, it's not worth it. You need to change the way you think on Evelynn. There's no other jungler that's as kill heavy and KDA heavy as Evelynn. She's an absolute KDA champ. As long as you're getting dragons, when you get a killer assist and you can safely take a dragon, go get the dragon. Viego's out of position. He's 2 full item. Gosh, he's got a lot of gold. Must have been getting shut down off my teammates. He still hasn't finished his jungle item though. He's fast, dude. I actually can't keep up with him. Even with my charm slow, I should have just went for the full charm proc. Rocket belted into him and walked with him. Oh my goodness, this is bad. Oftentimes as Evelynn, if your teammates are going to split, you stand in between them like this, and then you can choose what side you want to go to quickly. So here I decide, you know what, Garen's kind of out of position. Mundo's kind of scaring him away though. Rocket Belt away. Dodge the Vexar. She can't keep up. Mundo should be able to kill her. Hopefully. Never mind. Viego's going to go inside. I can't really stop it either. Oh, she has red buff. That's kind of scary. I don't really want to deal with red buff Kate that has Gale Force. These fights are going terribly, honestly. Like, really badly. Oh, man. Because their Lux and Caitlyn are positioning decently. Mundo also died a lot faster than I thought he would. We're the only ones who haven't died on our team since a long time, to where they haven't gotten any shutdown off of us. All they got was the initial 300 gold. The Dragon's coming up. That's what we need to be there for. I could find a pick before drag fight, actually. I want to reset for Rabadon. It would make us disgustingly strong, but I don't think we have that option. Dragon's about to be up. It's up. Nobody's here on my team. It's not worth dying for. I'll tell you that. No matter how important Dragon is, dying for it is not good. They don't know where I am necessarily. Lux dies. Team wasn't there for the Dragon at all. It is what it is. Viego still hasn't finished his jungle item, which is kind of funny. It's a little bit hilarious. And now I need the Rabadon. If I'm going to cut through them like butter, Rabadon is essential. Oftentimes when you're fed on Eve, people start to stack magic resist, like Viego's doing double MR stack when we have the Lucian. Lucian isn't really going to be able to do anything this game. Could go for Void Staff at this point, or we could go for Banshees. I'm kind of leaning into Banshees here. With the type of comp they have, with raw Viego stun, raw Vex Sphere, raw Lux Snare, raw Garen Silence. This could be a really good tool. Or even the Kate Net. Banshees is really good once you have 10 or more stacks on Mej and you've already gone into heavy AP. It's a good defensive item. We're gonna have to Rock Belt QE her. Viego's there, so we can't really do anything. We'll take his wolves. He still hasn't finished his jungle item 23 minutes into the game. It's hilarious. I've been taking a lot of his camps to where he's struggling to get it finished. That's kind of how you double take camps on Eve right as you're finishing it there when my W's up. At this point in the game, he'll go get his Krug, so he'll have it finished. I don't know him though, dude. This game feels way harder than it should be. The enemies aren't fully grouped though, so it's very doable. Down she goes. That fear pushed me into her. That was bizarre. Mundo blocks. Good, good, good. Got Caitlyn R. Vex is dead. It's kind of what we want. I would like that red buff. Viego's 3 full items. Dude, Viego has as many items as I do. How crazy is that? Viego's 3 full. If you count Mej, I'm 3 full. Dude has less kills than me. Yeah. He has less kills, less assists, less CS, but he has like more gold than us. And what? He must have all shutdown gold for my teammates. You can go in for little peckers down on the enemies. A little bit of a poke style gameplay. You can heal back up with your passive. Can be kind of dangerous though, because we don't have Banshees and our R's on a cooldown. If your R's on a cooldown, you don't have a great way to get out of it if you really wanted to. Down she goes. I'm sure she's thrilled with that. People start to get used to it though, and they start to play differently. So you can only get away with so many of these cheap gimpy kills, honestly. That's the truth. And then as a team, we're not really getting anything out of it. Like, everyone on my team basically backed. We're the only one up. Lucia's like, okay, I want to back now. Mundo's like, okay, I want to back. You know, Thresh is thinking about it. When in reality, we should have pushed down Baron or maybe forced to fight 5v4 underneath turret with Mundo Thresh tanking. That would have worked, probably. As long as Mundo and Lucian focus the Viego. If Caitlyn's dead, that should be efficient. Got it. I was thinking about flashing that wall. Things were going to get messy, though. Best case scenario, I get a kill, blow flash, and R to do it. Worst case scenario, I don't get anything and die. The luck snare is pretty scary. We'll run her down. They're having to play back pretty far. I can start poking at that inhib is what I can start doing. Once there's an open inhib in the late game, you have the mild split push option as well. Oh, didn't see him there. I gotta back off. They're gonna start to fold in. Last thing you want to do is die and give up this shutdown. We need to rush this dragon. They're scared I'm gonna take inhib. That's a double. You want to use the walls. Like, if you see them coming, sneak behind the wall real quick. Like it's Assassin's Creed or something, and then snap their necks. They can only wreck so fast once they actually see you. It's too late. Oh, man. Evelynn's like game's kind of nasty. You have a slight split push option against inhibs. You can mirror your split pusher on your team if you have one, which we don't. You have, so the inhib poke, the mirror on split push. You have the flank option in team fights. You can pill for your backline if you have the stronger backline, which we don't. You have options on Eve for sure. They all rely on you having your Mesh 10 stack or more, though, because you need to be fast. I'm dead. Garen had flash. Vex somehow landed that R. Hopefully Mundo doesn't die here. Mundo gets the kill. Wow, he's pretty strong. He's got a lot of heart still. That might just be game. He's killing everybody. That's wild. Wait, where'd he go? Oh, he took the Thresh Lantern. I was actually wondering, like, where did he go? That's why we need Banshees. If we had Banshees there, that Vexar does nothing. Oh, cool. Someone on our team trying to surrender. That's neat. That's cool. Our collie's trying to give up. Oh my god. When we have dragon advantage, kill advantage, map pressure advantage, turret advantage, scaling advantage. Yeah, you love to see the FF vote there. Lich Bane's a very, very solid option to round off the build if you don't need Void Staff, especially because it gives you mobility and also some on-hit damage for poking down inhibs. So now they're forced to stay in base to where they can't push out for drag fights, and it's going to keep them separated, because if no one goes to catch, they lose. If someone goes to catch, well, now they have people out on their own, and they're going to die. We still have more than 10 mesh, so we're getting okay value from it. Don't want to fight Garen, don't want to fight Garen. Use Rocket Belt to get away. It's okay, Rocket Belt's not a long cooldown. Collie's trying to throw here. She's looking like it's cool she got the kill, but it's not necessary at all. They're gonna have to play from base. We basically have them in a chokehold, and then she swapped out of that position to punch him in the ribs. It's like, no, just hold the choke. No need to mix it up here. The only reason we're not grouping on that is there's no point. They have to, the enemies literally have to wait in base to kill those waves. If they don't, they lose. So I'm going to play towards the guaranteed win condition, not just blindly grouping on a broken inhib when they have 2 base turrets up and then they quit. That's it. That's the end of the story. Let's look at damage dealt, damage taken. Looking at damage dealt to enemy champions, we had the second most in the game behind Mundo. Heartstill's kind of crazy. Tank champions are annoying for Evelynn to deal with. She does best against squishies and self-healers. Mundo happens to be a big tank self-healers, but generally self-healers are things like Irelia, Aatrox, things of that nature, even a Warwick. Looking at damage taken, we took very minimal, and for runes, high value. Evelynn jungle is in a really good spot right now. I highly recommend her. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. My name is Kingsticks. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.